Hi, good morning. This is Ride the Wind. It's 2/8/2019, and I wanted to start out this video with, you guys know I did the Daryl Johnson road trip, thousands of miles, asking people, do you know about the planets? Basically, it was a pitch. I think about it now. I was going to write it down so you could use it. First you say, do you know about the planets? And you kind of feel them out. You wait and see what they say. Well, I know. Oh, do you? Do you know why they're here? And you kind of do the lead in. And the main thing you're trying to do is get your pictures out and show them a video of something, a lot of times that'll go south, but a lot of times you'll get that hook, and that's the way I did it, and I don't know how many people I touched or whatever the case may be, but really hard road, I thought I had seen all the evil I needed to see when I did my time on a felony charge. Okay. Huntsville, Texas is not the place you want to be. It is not. And I thought that changed me. I thought I'd seen all the evil there was to see. Well, I tell you, in the last 3 years, I've seen far more evil than I did while I was doing my time, locked up. Not part of the world. Anyway, I wanted to lead into my son, who you guys know the story. He told me about the Nibiru, but then when I started focusing on it and learning and blah, 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 he turned from me. Because I think at that point he could see the reality, but mentally he couldn't accept it. Now, again, we're talking to a 25-year-old child, not child, young man. Imagine what that feels like, and I've mentioned that before to any of the youngers. So I told you about, and I was very excited that, he'd become awake. He does know about the planet, and they make him feel very insignificant, and to me, I define that with my counseling career as not insignificant, but maybe that insignificance transcends into a sense of denial, where you've got so many levels of awake, and I could go on and on with these levels of awake. I wanted to write them down. There's got to be 50, right? The people who know about the planets, but I don't want to hear that. I'm sorry, but the reality is you have to hear it, and I'm saying this to him. And I'm saying that after the Daryl Ward world tour, thousands of miles, sleeping in mountains, I've learned a lot, and I was told by a lot of people with the knowledge that I had and the insight that I had, you got to do a YouTube channel. You got to do a YouTube channel, and I heard all the guys complaining and, saying that the harassment and blah, blah, blah. I was going to steam it on the blockchain, but I'm not real big on doing that. But that is an uncensored text, video, voice platform backed by the blockchain. So whatever. I didn't do it because those people said to do it. I did it by real reason. The first reason, which I know my son is to hit the 144s, which I know he is, which transcended into wanting to get through to as many 144s as I possibly can. Those people who understand, I'm not faulting the others. You just have a bit of blockage on reality. And I'll make reference to that by I watch comments on other channels because they say a lot, and everybody would be on that. Let's go ahead and finish it up by paying homage to a Egyptian god of sun. Wow, total KJV, or the believing in the Bible to a group of individuals that bow down to Baphomet, the Freemasons, the guys who don't want us here, the Jesuits who don't want us here. But what I've tried to do is, again, mainly get a message to my son and also the other 144s that I know, and I'm glad that are out there. We are in small numbers, but that's the way it works, So many levels of awake, people can think they're at 144, but they're really not, they don't understand what's really happening here. And I did want to make mention, outside my window every night, I've got hundreds of eagles swirling at night. They don't hunt at night, okay? Swirling. And what I see is them lost in some type of magnetic confusion. I was on Orlando Beach in Florida yesterday morning. Same thing, a group of hundreds of seagulls, like a tornado, and just not knowing where they're going. So I wanted to also talk about the cam videos that I do. The cam videos that I produce and I send out, okay, take me hours and hours of work, okay, hours. Because I go through 1,000 cams, I'm kicked off those cams while I'm trying to do 6-second increment shots. If I'm in the wrong place, and I know, they know, the whole front screen of my phone flashes white. You can still see the icons, but the whole screen lights up white and kicks me into another program in Google, okay? I get federal warnings. I worked Facebook, I worked Messenger until their warnings got too much, and everything I was putting up was immediately blocked. When I tried to send my APA papers on the Einstein skies, I got federal warnings, okay? So if I'm not talking down the right pipe, then something's real weird. I don't really get that. But I want to restate how hard this is to get these cam videos done. Because you boot it off. You got to go back through 500 cams to find the cam that you were on. Anyway, Kill Devil Hill, which I mentioned yesterday, is still some kind of plasma transfer. It's happening every night there. It's the Right Brother Memorial. Man, something's going on there, and it's happening every night. Last night when I did those videos, I didn't notice till later on the big blue color above me. That's Nibiru, and that's Anunnaki. Okay, that was their planet. Okay, so understand that the whole gang's here to watch how this battle of the gods, which it's going to be, turns out, And I'm going to throw in quickly, I wanted to say more. Well, planets don't scare me. It's man that horrifies me, okay? And his capabilities. These planets, or this has happened already in another dimension, and we're seeing it transfer through other dimensions towards us. If you listen to little Max Laughlin, 2012 is when this happened. If you've read Hercobulus, okay, same story. It just hasn't entered our dimension yet. Now, I want to touch on another thing. You people who are pushing psychological buttons and confusing people. I'm a counselor, okay? I also have a psychology background. I understand how people feel. You're talking to a suicidal person and some idiot like Albers pops up and says that the dragon's going to crash into us just to sell her books or whatever the case may be is sick and wrong. Okay, that's not what is going to happen. It's going to pass by. It's going to feel like it hit us, but that is a total untruth. The stellar cores that create the colors in the sky that you first stated, total contradiction. The colors are from the planet dying. I can nail like 8 contradictions that this woman has made. She has not got one physicist to back her beliefs, and the same with Mia. You know, no comments on her videos. This is all MCO. Really, does MCO cause beams to shoot down the street and fry cities and telephone lines? No. So I understand why you don't take the comments, because you can't answer them. But I'm guessing you need a new pair of glasses, because the second half of the show is how to give you money. So that disgusts me. And the evil battle begins now. Make no mistake. These people are out here as false prophets and deceivers. Okay, and if you can't read that, you need to go open some books. And I don't mean to be curt on this, but for Christ's sakes, I've been trying to point this out for a year. I've got hundreds of emails sent to channels saying this. What I'm going to finish up with is the main thing that clued me in. You know, it's called ITER. It's a man-made star. ITER stands for it's a multinational deal. ITER stands for some multinational acronym, right? But if you plug ITER into Google Translate, it says to process. Guess where they're building ITER? Which will basically make CERN look like a big lighter. It's unlimited power. It's a man-made star. And they're lying about why they made it. Point being, where are they building it? Anyone? Anyone looking at ITER? Anyone paying attention to the thing that will supposedly provide the Earth's energy? Do you have any idea how much power that is? Okay, back to the question. Does anybody know where they're building ITER? Near CERN. Near CERN. Okay, in my estimation and my hypothesis a year ago is this is going to be the thing that they plug into CERN that will push them over the level of unlimited power beyond human comprehension, allow the Awake program to merge the spiritual with the physical, which I think is already happening, okay? That's where we see a lot of silhouettes of planets, but I'm not sure that's really silhouettes or if we're seeing in dimensions that have already merged, you know? I've looked to work with people. I've looked for research. You know I'm on the right trail. I have the parenthetical evidence to prove it. Can you help me? You know, can you help me understand why gods have two sides? Shiva came after Sumerians. She has two sides, creation and destruction. Our God, okay, our God. What's his two sides? Or what's Abba's two sides? I won't call it him or her. Creation and destruction. Who came first? These are the answers I'm looking for. Not to debate with channels what is moralistically right or wrong. You can kill some of these people. Okay, the Red Hercules talks about when people really find out what's going on here, the thousands that will be jumping off cliffs. Those who cannot stand. You know, men's hearts will fail. That type of thing. The next video I'm going to do is how we transfer Asu into Satan, and it's done constantly, and it's being done with the dragon. It's inverted. It's him. It's not the bad guy out of the pit. It's not him. It is the one who restores balance. I love you all very much. To the people I razz, I'm sorry, you know, I'm a fighter. make no mistake. And I know how to run business, and I know how to run it on a level where it's believable. I've also thought about possibly doing a call center, calling people and closing people that way. I don't know. I'm just thinking another level. Thank y'all. I love you. 144s. Be strong. Be safe. Seek knowledge. Check me on everything I'm saying, and really have the best days. And to everyone and all, and to all those who are suffering around the world, much love, much prayer. We're all together in this. Again, much love.